Hello there, my name is Richard. The first time I see my channel, you review cartoon series, anime series. So what's up in Copy Random? And today will be the first impression of Birdgirl. Now, this is a spin-off series, the original show called Hiring Dead Office in Law, if I'm correct. That series is the original Adult Swim series that were very cheap. I mean cheap, per episode was about 100 grand. Some of you are saying that's still a lot of money, bro. I mean, you could do so much with 100 grand. True, but the anime series, at least to make one episode, you need at least about 3 to 4 grand just to make one episode. And that, if you have everything already set up. But original Adult Swim, the Gen 1 Adult Swim, are the people who started a show sort of kind of thinking outside of the box, using a lot of different assets with different shows or failed shows and reimagining them and using all the leftover animation to make a show. Basically, they rely on the writers and the voice actors and heavily rely on the editor to how to say, okay, how the character should move, how should you think you make more sounds here or not, then it seem like walking or not walking, and using very little animation. So little, it's just seemed like kind of like paper mache moving. How the best to describe it, but it was so charming. Of course, I wasn't expecting Birdgirl, one of the original characters from Harvey Law, to have its own spin-off series. But because the original show was more focused on law and order kind of situation, how Birdman trying to figure out how to save this person, but very common relief, but sort of like The Office before The Office was the thing. Well, think about that as Birdgirl, but the fact is she now is in charge of the company of 707, who her father owns and dies. But I love it that how Birdgirl is sort of broken. I mean, describe her personality. She's basically Batgirl from the new show of Cartoon Network, Superhero Friends. That version of Batgirl, imagine her, but older, but a little bit less hyper. I mean, she's a little bit more calm, but she's still very intense. That's basically Birdgirl. In fact, she is the original hyperactive sidekick who willing to do anything super crazy. That's basically Birdgirl. But I love that they sort of asked that question: that what happened if why she's sort of hyperactive, why she's this intense to get her father's attention? What if her father died and given everything to her, but not Judy, the daughter of Phil? He leaving all her possession, her power to her alter ego, Birdgirl. And the show they kind of explored that in at least the first episode, that the reason why she became Birdgirl is to get her dad attention, because he father never gave her a second thought of her. Because once more, if you see the original show, Phil was sort of crazy in the original series. He's sort of that kind of white witch privileged person that he's so witch and blind about everyone, only himself. He only care about crazy things. Yeah, imagine that is your father. You're trying to please him, or at least grab his attention, but you can't. The only way to grab his attention is to act crazy. But I love it they actually focus on that, on Birdgirl, her creation, why she is this intense, because it's the only way to get her father's attention. Now he's dead. Now she realized her father is an asshole. He's so bad of parents. But the reason how she is so tweaking, so hyper, so aggressive is because of him. Now she leave everything to her, to Judy, but not the power. She gets the whole money, but she did not get in charge. She thinks to be more responsible kid to Birdgirl, and that's kind of messing her up when she realized, like, yeah, my dad is pretty messed up, but at the same time, I don't know how to feel. Should I do something? Should I run the company how as Birdgirl or as Judy, who I really am? But she had this sort of conflict, like, no, Judy doesn't even exist. It's Birdgirl. That's who I am. And you see her sort of kind of break down. I mean, the very beginning, she always been crazy, very intense. But what happens if you left the dial up to 11 all the time? And she's sort of attacking the whole company because she doesn't know how to calm down. She's sort of broken down, making really bad decisions. In fact, one of her decisions is giving someone in the company, this inventor, like, okay to create this evil toilet to make kind of like a food for plants, not words, but he went crazy and accidentally killed someone. Now this person this person he murders become plant food. Now the man got crazy and want to take over the world. But it's all full of a bird girl. I mean, she's sort of trying to figure out like why this happens. Should I stop doing this to take him down, to take responsibility, or leave it to Judy? She's the one supposed to be in charge. But I am Judy. I am Birdgirl, and you feel like which side of her should she really be? And the real person is Judy. Birdgirl is sort of alter ego to get his father interest, her attention. But now he's dead, and you see her sort of fighting who she supposed to be with her friend slash right-hand man, a mayor. That if you know this character, she's the daughter of the judge of Harry and Dent, the crazy judge who could read minds. I didn't know that character had a daughter, so it's sort of surprising. But Mare is a good friend who tried to kind of help her out. In fact, she's kind of interesting. She's sort of the therapist of the group who trying to understand Judy and the one who tries to help her get out of this weird, crazy mode. But luckily, Judy finds who she is or what she must do to sort of fix the problem and to take charge once again in the company. And that's basically was the focus of the first episode. And I have to say, it was pretty fun. Of course, I have to say, I think this is not for everyone. It's one type of show is sort of like The Office. In fact, I said it before, this was The Office before The Office was a thing. That was Adult Swim's kind of forte. You see all the original Gen 1 Adult Swims like Ghost to Coast, The Brack Show, or 2021, or Hungry Teen Hunger Force. All of them have sort of the Office feel. So yeah, it makes sense to Birdgirl sort of follow that sort of idea of comedy. But once more, it all depends if you like that kind of thing. Of course, the first episode is 20 minutes. I'm 100% sure later on it will be like 10-minute episodes. But besides that, I really enjoyed. Especially the animation is kind of fluent. I mean, it's not mind-blowing, but it's sort of surprising to see this old show given the treatment with well animation, because I was expecting like kind of like a really cheap budget, $100,000 per episode, because how it was the original show, and I kind of got the surprise how well budget it really had, and something really threw me off for a second. But besides that, I really enjoyed. I have this one question before I end this. Do you enjoy the series? Do you hate it? Do you expect more? Tell me down below. Let me know. I got really nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.